Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to Sham Civil Academy. Today we are going to learn about strength of materials, and in higher standards it will be called as solid mechanics. So what is strength of materials or what is solid mechanics? So what is the use? Whenever you are studying a subject, you need to know so why it will be useful, where it is useful, when it will be useful. So whenever you are studying something, you should question yourself why it is useful for me, where it is useful for me, when it will be useful for me. So you should question this. So before going any subject, mostly your answer may be I am studying for an exam. So it's not for an exam. When you are a civil engineer, you should know about strength of materials. So the reason why is, so whenever you are designing a structure, you should know where the material, which material you should select. So for that purpose we should learn strength of material. So if you want to select a material for your design, you should know how it will react to the loads which is acting on it. So for that, the strength of materials, you should definitely need to you should need to study strength of materials. So to select the material, for your load which is acting on the body, you should study the strength of materials. So where it will be useful? As I said, it is useful in design. So for design purpose, which material you should select will be learned from studying strength of materials. When it will be useful? So whenever you are constructing a theater, that is a cinema hall, so there will be a continuous span of 20 to 30 meters, right? There will be no columns. If you are watching a movie, is there any columns allowed in between or in a auditorium or hall? There are no columns will be allowed to place. There the beam itself should carry the whole load of the slab and the floors above it. So for that we need to select a good material of beam. A beam should be made up of a strong material without support to take the loads without any support. So for that we need to select a strong material. So in some particular conditions we need to give the best dimensions. That means where the space is restricted, the space of the material is restricted and the strength requirement is very huge. So there also you need to know about the strength of a material, or you need to study the strength of materials. This is the reason why we need to study where we need it, when we need it. So if you know this, you will definitely understand the subject importance. And the order of studying, where to start means, if you before studying strength of materials, in analysis part we are doing analysis, we need to study first of all engineer mechanics, and thereafter we need to study strength of materials. After that we need to study structural analysis. This is a chain link. First of all, in this order you should study. So the chapters that we are going to deal in the in the series of the classes of strength of materials is what is stress and strain. In the first chapter we will discuss about it, and after that, if the complex stress means if a single stress acting on it, how the body reacts, how the strain goes on, and how much deformation it will get. We will learn from stress and strain first chapter. And the second chapter we will deal with when there are combined loads, that means shear and the normal stress. We will discuss about it in stress and strain. So I am just giving the brief introduction about the chapters, what we are going to discuss in the chapters. So, and complex stresses, so that means them, if combined stresses are acting, how the failure plane will be, how the stresses will be, we are discussing in, we will gonna discuss in complex stresses. After that, what is shear force and moment? So when a material is subjected to normal loads, it will undergo some deformation, it will undergo some bending. So due to that, there will be a development of shear force and bending moment. So how their diagrams will be varies. This is very important chapter. in designing. And after that, deflection of the beams. Due to the loads acting, there will be some deflections. So how much the deflection will be by, for the load which is acted upon a beam, we will discuss in this chapter. After that, bending stress. Due to bending moment, the bending stress will develop, and how much it will be, and how the design should be, how the dimensions should be, we will calculate in this chapter. After that, we will discuss about the distribution of shear stress. Shear stress is caused due to shear force. The shear force which is caused here will induce some shear stress in the body. So how its variation will be and how it will be calculated, we discuss in shear stress. After that, we will discuss about cylinders. So that is hemispherical cylinders. There are types of stresses in cylinders, thin cylinders, thick cylinders. So what are the types of stresses acting on it? So we will discuss here. After that, columns. The columns is a part of structure. So in any structure there will be beams and columns. So how the columns will be designed and how the dimensions will be decided for the load. There are different types of columns, long columns, short columns and the intermediate columns. So how the columns will be designed as per their failure. That is, in case of long columns they will fail due to buckling. In case of short columns they will fail due to shear. So how we will design, so we will discuss about it in the columns. And after that, theories of failure. So in theories of failure, which criteria we should take, which criteria we should consider for a ductile material or a brittle material, we will discuss about it in the theories and different theories of the failures. That is what we will learn about strength of material. We will learn from strength of materials. So this is the brief introduction about strength of materials. Before studying strength of materials, you should get. So before studying strength of